Welcome back to Halo X260's Pokemon Blue Walkthrough Part 5. In this portion of the videos, I'm going to be finishing the rest of this thing of trainers. My advice to you for your Pikachu for when you fight Misty, you should probably try and get as much leveling in as possible right here, because you're going to be going into Mount Moon where there's basically nothing but grass and rock types, which, Pikachu will just die against. So the best idea is to level it here, and before you verse Misty in Cerulean City, I recommend doing the bridge challenge too and leveling your Pikachu up out there. Fortunately, my Pikachu really isn't that strong at level 9. Doesn't do too well against a Rattata. I really think that Quick Attack was really buffed in this game. It doesn't seem as powerful in the games to come, Gold and Silver, Red and Ruby and Sapphire, all that. But back in the original three, Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, it really was a strong attack. I think it's got double the power that Tackle has, and you attack first with it, so there's always that. The Confusion is a pretty good move. That's why Butterfree can be so valuable, because it's technically one of the first Pokemon that can use Psychic moves so early in the game. And Psychic, in my opinion, really is the strongest branch of Pokemon. And I don't just say that because Mew and Mewtwo are part of that branch. It's probably one of the longest battles in this road. The guy's gonna use nothing but, the same type of Pokemon. Luckily, Confusion takes him down fast. After this battle, I'm gonna go heal my Pokemon, and I'm gonna try and use Pikachu again. But if not, I'll have to level it off screen in the grass somewhere. Uh, as I said, if you're playing on a Game Boy, I really would recommend leveling Pikachu up to level 11 or 12 before going through this string of trainers. That way, he can pretty much kill everything without dying. But since I'm playing on an emulator, I can easily level him outside of these battles. But for a Game Boy, leveling Pikachu across his string of trainers really is the best idea. I think she's gonna have nothing but Pidgeys. That looks like she's got a Rattata. That quick attack is just too strong against my Pikachu. I'm gonna have to level him off screen or do a switch out. I did not mean to do that. I'll just have him kill my Weedle. like we're almost at the end. We just gotta fight this bug trainer, then we have to fight the girl with the level 14 Jigglypuff, and then we're off to Mount Moon. The only thing useful that Charmander does have over the other Pokemon, except for Sparrow right off, is you pretty much fight nothing but Bug until you get to the second city. So if you have Charmander, it makes the process much faster on the Game Boy. But it hardly seems to matter on the emulator since I can just speed things up. I wouldn't recommend it. Like I said, the easiest way to take out this girl, since she has such a high level Jigglypuff, obviously, is to use the Nidoran's Double Kick, but you can only do that in Pokemon Yellow, so to do it in Pokemon Red and Blue, there really isn't a technique to it. The thing about the male version of Nidoran is Sing hardly seems to affect them all that much. There's usually an 80% chance it will not affect you. I don't know why, I guess Nidoran just isn't affected by Sing that easily. If your Pikachu or any other Pokemon aren't level 12 by now, I would seriously advise leveling them in this bush area. Unless they're good against rock, then you can just do the rest of the leveling in Mount Moon. But for like Spearows or Pichus, things like that, I would recommend getting them to level 12 or 13 right there. Now, rumor has it about this guy. Oops, sorry, not that one. I think it's this one. Yes. The rumor about this guy is he'll give you a Magikarp for 500, even though it's one of the most useless Pokemon ever, and you can get him anywhere you want with an old rod. I do recommend buying it here just because I think, or I believe the rumor, that once evolved into a Gyarados, it has so much higher stats than any other Magikarp you'll catch in the game. It really is like an elite version of Magikarp. I've tested it myself and I've seen some amazing results, so I do believe it is true. I've seen, like, as far as stats go with attack and defense, the numbers were significantly higher than the others, Magikarps and Gyaradoses that I had trained and caught. But you don't have to buy it if you don't want to. 500 isn't a lot of money these days. So I'll meet you here at Pokemon Walkthrough Part 6. Enjoy the rest of the movies.